Love, light, and happy Saturday. I am iiiYansaje Muse, the Black Madonna of the airways, bringing you the music, the mystics, and the mojo on 222.9, the Mothership, your one woman and the divine creative internet radio station. And it is Saturday, Ojo Abameta, day of three resolutions. So, what three things are you going to write down, take to the crossroads so you can knock them out in the next 7 days? The universe awaits. It's December 21st, 2024, and Eshu is bringing in seagoat season as well as winter solstice, still dripping in Oshun's honey on your daily numerology of a 5. This is the last day of autumn equinox, first day of winter solstice, last day of Sagittarius, first day of seagoat season. So we got that teeter-totter vibe going on right now. Make sure you tip your scale to the right side of the crossroad because Eshu has no problem laughing with or at you. The moon tonight is waning still in zodiac house 6 Virgo. So, that's the sign of putting in that work. So, with it waning, resting is work. And you do might want to take a bit of stillness before you make any decisions. Because crossroads are all about choices. And the choices are the keys that Eshu hands us that unlocks the doors, which are our consequences, good or bad. Think about it. If you've been jamming on the mothership all day today, then you have been jamming out from 12 a.m. with some root chakra sleep meditation. And then we had the rising cosmic weather forecast at 6 a.m. And then we had the rising Bimbe to Eshu. And then we are now jamming crossroad stories as told through classic hip hop. So here's what you get each and every Saturday on a rotation 6 of the mothership's 7 orbits. Beam up. And we are back. So, you all know the drill. If you're watching this on any of my Facebook pages, then there is a player right there at the top of the page under pin post where you can just push the button, tune in, and beam up to the groove. And today is listener discretion advised because this is internet radio, which means the hip hop is not censored. So I don't play vulgar hip hop, but I don't restrain the cursing either, especially when the cursing even has its divine purpose in the message. Ashe, Ashe. All right, 7 days from today, not Alabaster, that's Sunday, the Jester's Intersection, my Saturday Facebook page will be hosting Kwanzaa with the Yansa's digital experience and the energy of Ujima. So this year, Eshu took the principle of Ujima and collective work and responsibility. So make sure that you join in on the Kwanzaa with the Yansa jam sessions that are going to be running all throughout the 7 days of Kwanzaa starting at 12 p.m. And all you got to do is push the button, tune in, and jam out as we play songs we know and love, aligned with the Nguzo Saba. I also have a 2024 Kwanzaa astrology guide, which allows you to get the numerologies, the planetary alignments, and all the things you need to take your Kwanzaa to another level. I'm going to let you check it out before I get together your daily open book tarot read for the karmics. This is iiiYansaje Muse, and here's what's going on today in the Mothership's orbit. Love and light, beautiful souls and star seeds. How are we doing? This is iiiYansaje Muse coming to you from 222.9, the Mothership Internet Radio, with a quick question. Where and how are you spending this Kwanzaa? Prayerfully, you will be joining me for Kwanzaa with iiiYansa, the jam sessions. You don't have to move to any location, don't have to come to an event. All you have to do is beam up to the radio station from right where you are to get some of the best in the old school jam sessions in alignment with the Kwanzaa's principles. And we're going to talk about how the Nguzo Saba ceremonies include astrology, numerology, candle and color vibrations, herbal elixirs, Bible scriptures, healing stones, meditation on the Orishas, and original poetry and commentaries. All of these things mixed up into Kwanzaa's principles, and we're going to discuss and explore how we can keep these Kwanzaa principles year-round. And all you have to do is follow 222.9 The Mothership on their daily Facebook pages to catch the planetary alignment with each Kwanzaa principle, and tune in to the station to get your jam on, aligned with the Nguzo Saba. Kwanzaa with iiiYansa, December 26th through January 1st. Only on your radio station for the road less traveled, 222.9, the Mothership. Beam up. And we are back. So I'm going to go ahead and knock out this open book tarot read. And on Saturdays, I use the original poker deck. All right. Because, this is actually the first tarot, and this little deck of cards packs a lot of power, but we're going to unpack that later. For right now, let's just see what it has to say to karmic energies out there, or people who are dealing too much in karmic energy, or people who are surviving from karmic energy. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Okay, I think I've shuffled enough. Let's crack the book. Okay. So, we have the Eight of Hearts, or the original Eight of Cups, that showed up on the east hand, as well as the bottom of the deck from last night's forecast. This does this a lot, where the same card that showed up last night will show up the following day again, somewhere in the read. Proof that it's a line, perhaps? Now, with this card showing up on the east end, karmic collective, this is in the beginnings, and this represents walking away. This represents waiting on things for later, and this also represents people walking away from you because they're tired of your poop. Okay? And karmic energy is just people who are bleeding on those that didn't cut them because you didn't do your shadow work. And what many people don't want to admit, those of us that are living in the divine energy, that there was a point where we were karmics in someone else's lives. And the only difference between divine people and karmic people is that the divine people chose to stop being karmic and go within and heal, and stop being karmic even to themselves. Because in order to be karmics to other people, you have to first be karmic to yourself. And there's nothing wrong with blooming in life late, but with the Eight of Hearts, especially the Eight of Hearts showing up upright, this represents people walking away. This represents you getting that isolation space so that you can have your late bloom in life. Don't waste this energy space trying to conquer your misfortunes from the place of your ego, because it's your ego that got you in trouble in the first place. On the west hand, I have the Five of Diamonds, which is the original Five of Pentacles. And so whatever this late in life thing going on and kind of people walking away from you is something regarding some money situation. Darlings, there's some things money don't fix. There are some things money can't fix. And losing good people is never worth money that gets made and spent. Because money gets made, fortunes get lost every day. But once you lose people that really cut for you, that can be really hard to replace. Underneath the Eight of Hearts, we got the Three of Spades, which is the original Three of Swords, but it showed up inverted. So there was some heartbreak that happened. And unfortunately, in your case, this is a heartbreak that you had a hand in orchestrating simply because you may have moved in ways that broke other people's hearts. That's why there's one spade going up and two going down, which means further affirmation of people walking away. And that's okay. Because the people that are walking away from you, some of them are people that feel some kind of way that you're not flocking away, they flock no more. That's cool. But the people that you know you have wronged and they walked away from you, assess that so that you can take some accountability and grow. Because underneath the Five of Diamonds, we have the Eight of Spades or the Eight of Swords. So this is something that you've been in your head about for a while. So this is what's going on underneath the surface of things with you. Dealing with a heartbreak, being in your head, learning the hard way that everybody that smiles in your face is not your friend. And that's okay. We all got to learn those lessons. But once you get those premonitions and you all up in your head, how do you get out of your head? By following what's in it. And following what's in it will lead you opposite of places that you would typically go. And the places you would typically go are most likely the ones that led you to the trouble that you're in. So go back the other direction, just like you would on a road trip when you realize you took a wrong turn. Thirdly, underneath the Three of Spades inverted is a Three of Diamonds. So three showed up twice, Iba Esu, and the Three of Diamonds showed up because there's some new beginnings coming around here. Three's a charm. This is the original Three of Pentacles. So you will be gaining some righteous people to grow your abundance with when you choose to become one yourself. And it's waiting on you. Because on the West hand, we have the Queen of Clubs. And the Queen of Clubs is a down-to-earth, honest, good feminine energy. So this is a kind of energy that's waiting on you on the other end of the tunnel of your dark night of the soul. But you got to face that head on. And that's going to take a lot of ego dismantling. And depending on how high you built that structure, if you really want to grow in divinity, be okay with bombing your own tower. I'm going to leave it at that. At the bottom of the deck, Nine of Hearts. Meaning, the divine has not given up on you. But you have to choose not to give up on yourself. And the first step in doing that is separating yourself from people who encourage you to step away from divinity. There's my general read. There's my general message. Should you like a personal read, spiritual guidance and counseling, give me a call at 314-200-0368. Or you can hit that pin site link in the description box to book yourself a live read or do one with a 24-hour turnaround pre-recorded. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and here's what's going on today in the Mothership's orbit. Beam up. Every year, the 7 days of Kwanzaa fall on different days of the week, which changes their planetary alignment, their Orisha connections for those that live the Ifa life, and the daily numerologies. So, if you want to take your Kwanzaa experience to the quasar level, then grab your copy of the 2024 Kwanzaa Astrology Guide. And I also have Kwanzaa in Orbit, Kwanzaa Beamed Up, available on Amazon, because Kwanzaa with iiiYansa is Kwanzaa on a whole other level. Beam up. And we are back. So you all know the drill. I got to beam on back up to the mothership and cook up some more mojo. But before I do, I'd like to share an excerpt with you from my Kwanzaa book, Kwanzaa in Orbit, Kwanzaa Beamed Up. It's available on Amazon, and it's a guide through the Nguzo Saba ceremonies using astrology, numerology, candle color vibrations, herbal elixirs, Bible scriptures, healing stones, meditation on the Orishas, original poetry, and commentaries. And I'm going to read something out of the Ujima chapter because this is the chapter this is the Kwanzaa principle that Saturday will be covering this year. Okay, let's see. Skip that, skip that, skip that. Skip that, skip that, skip that. Here we go. Ujama connects the past, present, and future by recovering the ancient ways. Ujama is about collective work and responsibility, and we put these ancient ways in action towards the current collective so that the future generations can further evolve. The knowledge acquired being placed into action is key in collective work. We are responsible for what we do with the wisdom that we acquire. Now, somewhere in the midst of all the psychological damage we endured as a people, we learned to become individualistic, dance in the waltz of Willie Lynch on steroids of celebrating disillusion. Yet, in other ways, we have united collectively in massive numbers. There's still much work to be done, and tonight's ceremony shall ignite the growth in that direction. Hence, the green candle for growth. Ashe. And today's channel song is I'm feeling in a Tupac and RL mood. Here's Until the End of Time. Make your legacy count as such. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and here's what's going on in the orbit. I'll see you babies tonight on the forecast. Beam up. You know what makes orbits so fascinating? They move very, very fast, yet appear to be moving very slow. Actually, orbits do both simultaneously. 222.9, the Mothership Internet Radio, is a 24/7 orbit rotation of old school grooves, planetary funk, and mystic teaching. Here's what's going on